welcome to another gorgeous example of one of our absolute favourite sports cars and GTs for that matter, because these can be used for both. And once again, it is of course a V6 S spec, so one of the best sounding cars on the road without question, and the rarer option of an all-wheel drive version. That of course means in practice it's even quicker off the line, has even more grip, certainly all year round. So if you have a sudden downpour, for example, while you're out on a drive, you don't really even have to give it a second thought. It even comes with rain, ice and snow mode as well. So it is a huge advantage over the outgoing XK, and of course in terms of performance and proportions, these are quicker through corners, lower down, wider. They feel more like a supercar stance over the more strict GT that is of course the fantastic XK which came before. And this particular 2016 example, with of course the visual design pack as well, finished in Italian racing red with jet black seats, red stitching and red brake calipers, so some fantastic colour coordination there, is under £23,000. In other words, that is close to a third of what these were when new in 2016, and it is a massive amount of performance car for the money, visually speaking, or its audio side of things, both literally when it comes to its engine and its great sound system as well, if you want to use it. Of course, fantastic handling, and the level of kit being a Jaguar, importantly, not just a sports car from some random brand. Being a Jaguar, it is well equipped, it's comfortable, and they're good for long journeys if you want to use it for that. Now, this particular V6S is, as most of our cars are, available of course with low deposit finance available as well to make the price even more manageable. It has less than 90,000 miles on the clock, and again, over time, with so many people loving these cars and using them regularly because you can, mileage is only going to go higher and higher over time, so it really is the time to grab a bargain now rather than waiting for, say, a 150 plus thousand mile car, because doubtless people will still be enjoying them at that point. Now, speaking to its condition and its history, it has a full Jaguar and specialist service history behind it. It's just been serviced by us as well, and in addition to that fantastic engine, of course being the 3-litre V6, but in S form, that's even more power, even more torque, and even better performance. Power is up to 375 horses, torque is up to 340 or so foot-pounds, which is a fantastic combination of low-end grunt and top-end horsepower. That means a 0 to 60 time, well, on paper in 4.9 seconds, but officially that's what the rear-wheel drive version can do. So with all-wheel drive, this is one of those cases where it's even quicker in practice. And speaking of being quick, top speed is not lacking either, that's for sure. 171 miles an hour. So in other words, you're getting Porsche or Lotus level performance, but on a fraction of the budget. And at the same time, these are excellent as long distance cars, or even as borderline daily drivers, if you wanted a hint of the exotic in your work commute, for example, because they can average up to 32 miles to the gallon. On the motorway it's even better, a hint over 40, which again, for a 170 mile an hour sports car or GT, that is quite remarkable. And even its yearly road tax is a few £100 a year, in fact, cheaper than the XK which came before at barely over 400. Going back to its level of kit though, it of course has a sports exhaust system with those gorgeous twin pipes at the back, the panoramic roof, which means you have the best of both worlds really, a hard top, but also you can still get that open air feel of the vehicle, front and rear parking sensors with reverse camera integrated as well, the aforementioned design pack, those lovely 20-inch wheels as well from the factory, a 6-speaker Meridian sound system, cruise control, again speaking to its long distance appeal, 12-volt power supply, dual zone climate control for driver and passenger, USB and Bluetooth connectivity with touchscreen display, and of course built-in sat-nav. As we alluded to earlier on, being that all-wheel drive model is equipped with rain, ice and snow mode with that limited slip diff as well, sports suspension, the aforementioned fantastic performance, and again all of this, the look, the sound, the performance, the handling, even more grip in the case of the all-wheel drive model, is again for under £23,000. Or in its simplest terms, this is an Italian racing red, fantastic sounding sports car or GT with borderline supercar performance, fantastic levels of grip, shockingly good fuel economy, and genuine ability that means you could use it as a weekend toy, a show car, or even a daily driver and long distance vehicle as well. So if you would like to reach out, of course, regarding this F-Type V6S all-wheel drive, you could send us an email to the address shown right here on screen, or alternately give us a call on 01749 871 155 or on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.